Hello, and welcome to another episode by Io's Repair. I am your host, Mr. Fix-It. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a disk fragmenting software. This software will help improve your overall disk performance and help your computer work more efficiently. The program is called Perfect Disk, made by Raxco Software. Now, I am an affiliate with Raxco Software, but I have also been using their products for a long time, long before I became an affiliate for Raxco Software. And I can tell you from personal experience that the software that I'm going to introduce you does what it's intended to do. It will help increase your performance on your PC's disk operations. When you go to their main website, click on the Home tab. Now you can choose two versions. You can go to Perfect Disk Home, which is your basic defragmenting software. They're both capable for XP, Vista, 7, and 8. You do get a free 30-day trial, and you also receive, when you purchase the software, a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, the software will help your computer start up faster. It also has OptiWrite, which is a fragmentation prevention. What this will do if it detects that a file is going to get fragmented, it interrupts the I/O and prevents the system from fragmenting the data file. You also have intelligent disk optimization. This is called the smart placement. And what this does is it monitors your files and it keeps a track of them. And the most commonly used files and data and stuff will get moved to the location of the hard drive to where it can be accessed a lot faster. It also has optimization capabilities for solid state drives. They also have auto optimizations. And what this does, it automatically optimizes your computer when the times of the computer is being idle. And it's called Stealth Patrol. So anytime your computer is idle and it's sitting there, then the program can kick in and work in the background. It's also got an advanced boot time defrag. And what this does is it manages the boot files that Windows uses. And it also works with the page file. It works with the master table. This is for the NTFS hard drives. And it has a lot of capabilities and will help improve your overall disk performance. It'll help you load programs faster. It will help you boot Windows faster. It is certified by Microsoft Gold. They are a partner with Microsoft, so you can be rest assured that the program is specifically designed to work with Windows. Now, this is the home version, which it just has basic functionalities. It does have it helps you with faster web browsing and downloads, better photo and video editing experience. It will help maximize streaming media performance by reducing fragmentations. It can automatic defrag and disk optimize. It does gives you some flexibility, some control, some automation. The other one, which is called Perfect Disk Pro, has some additional features. And this one here has what's called the smart monitoring. And what it does is the hard drives contain the hardware called SMART. It's called the Self-Monitoring Analysis Reporting Technology. And I will get to that in a whole nother video explaining what it is and what it does and how it works. But basically what it does is the software will communicate with the hard drive, and the hard drive stores all this information about any kind of errors that it encountered. Well, this will report it to you, and you can also set it to where it'll give you a warning if something exceeds a threshold. Then it will warn you to let you know, hey, you got an impending failure here. But I will go through all this in this video. It also has space management. And of course it's got the OptiWrite, which I've shown a while ago. Space management, which is also new on here. This allows the detection and removing of duplicate files, such as text documents, pictures, music, and videos. And the recycler will purge the recycle bin and removes temporary files so that your drive remains clutter-free. And it will also give you a report on the space, and it shows you the graphical and statistical report of the file usage and allocation. Now it comes in handy because a lot of times, I've done this, you have multiple copies of a text document or a photo all throughout your hard drive. Well, that takes up a lot of space, and what space management will do is help you delete these duplicates. Now, the overall, you also have the CPU and Io throttling on both programs. What this does is it throttles back in the event that your computer becomes busy, or if the disk usage is being used, then the program will idle back and then wait for the computer to be finished, and then when it goes back to idling, it goes back to where its normal operation was. This helps to keep the load on your system to a minimum while the Perfect Disk program works in the background. Now let me exit out of this. Visit my blog. I'm going to have an entry for this, and I'm going to give you all the links and to the website, show you where you can purchase your copy of this. And I'm going to open up the program here. I've got it running. And when you install it, the first thing it's going to do is analyze the drive. Up here at the top, you have your defragmentation tab. You have your stealth patrol. And what this does is allows you to identify what days of the week, what times of the days that the computer or the stealth patrol will start working to optimize your hard drives. And this all is done in the background while you're working on your computer. You can also schedule it. If you want to do a complete system defrag, then you can also set a one time. You can have it done daily, or you can have it done once a week, and you can set the date and times that you want the program to run. Under space management, here you can choose the drives. It will show you how much space is free. It will show you the percentage of the space that is free. And what this will do is when you engage it, which I'll show you momentarily, this program will show you anything that's duplicated and things like that, and shows you which ones are copies, and then you can choose which ones you want to delete. You can have it this recycler. This goes through your recycle bin, and it removes all your temporary files, and it will also empty your recycle bin. You also have the duplicate finder. This one right here will find all of your duplicate files. You can choose which ones to look for, like text documents, picture files, video files. You can do music files. It also has an option for other files that you can look for if you got duplicates over. Space reports. This allows you to choose what drive you want to view for the space. It provides a graphical and statistical reports of all your files, usage, and allocation. And it will automatically show you how everything is arranged. Now I will give you a demonstration on this momentarily. You also have the create report. You also have smart. Now this is a smart. And what it does is it identifies all your computer's hard drive's health. Here it shows you the type of hard drive you have. It shows you the size of the hard drive. It shows you the partitions or drive letters that the drive contains. It will show you the last time it was checked. It will display your temperature of the hard drive. You can choose Fahrenheit or Celsius. You can choose, it'll show you the health of it, which in this case it shows it's excellent. The performance, it shows that it's excellent. And over here it will show you any kind of errors that it made or had recently been discovered. Over here it shows you the firmware of the hard drive, its serial number, its interface type, what type of the transfer mode, which is in this case it's a SATA 300. It shows you the drive letters that the drive contains, its buffer size. It also shows your power count. This is how many times that the drive has been started up from the off state. This here, the power on hours, indicates how many hours that the drive has been on. Now down here at the bottom, you can have it shows you graphically over a period of time as to what took place. For instance, I have it set for temperature. So right now it shows you a graph in the last 24 hours of the temperature of the hard drive. If you click on it, you can also choose performance. And it shows you a graphical representation as well as health. Now you can set it for 24 hours, a week's period, a month's period, and this will keep track and give you some kind of an idea of how well your hard drive is performing physically. You also have a dashboard tab. This will show you how many files fragments it's prevented. It shows you how many fragments has been eliminated, and it shows you how many files have been defragmented. Down here, it will show you all your drives. It will show you the current status as your file fragmentation. It will show your space fragmentation, the last time it was optimized. It will give you the free space and the size of the drive. It will tell you if your OptiWrite's on or off, and it will tell you if your auto optimizations are on and off. Now currently I have everything turned off for now, because I'm going to show you how this works. Now down here at the bottom, next you'll have your smart, which gives you overall status report. Down here at the far bottom, you'll see alerts. Now you can manually set these alerts to meet your own criteria. Here it says that the number of metadata fragments, which is 1,778, has exceeded the threshold of 49 by a long shot. Down here at the bottom, you'll see the status bar. This shows you the progress of the current process of the disk defragmenting. And over here, it will show you that it's currently processing. Now let's go back to defragmentation, and you'll see here you can have the drive map and the statistics, which gives you a list, shows you graphical and data, and as you scroll down it shows you everything that's been fragmented, and it will also give you a list of the files that's most fragmented. Now you can choose individually what file you want to defragment, and this comes in handy especially for videos, which takes up a lot of space and do get fragmented quite a bit. So if you just have a single file you want to defragment, you can do the single file instead of having to do the whole drive to save some time. Currently, you can choose your analyze, Now what this will do is analyze the fragmentation of your entire drive. You will see the results at the bottom. On the right, you'll see the legend. It'll identify each color as to what it represents. You can also choose a color of your choice. Now when it's finished, it'll give you a complete summary. Now let me go back to the map. Again, it shows you the color representation. It says here that one block equals 92.78 megabytes. Now, normally, all the files, such as these here, is supposed to be up here. As you can see here, up through here, you can select a block and it will tell you the current condition of that block. And it tells you what it represents. This one here says block 3 is boot, which means it's a boot file, and it's fragmented. And anything that has a black outline, like you see here, see that's a metadata, and that should be down here. But any block you see up here that's got a black surrounding perimeter on it, that means that it's fragmented. And you can select any block and it will tell you a brief description of what that is. Now, when it says that it's excluded, that means that during normal operations, Perfect Disk cannot move it. But I'll show you about how it moves them later. Now, I highly recommend this program. I really do. Because it will increase and improve your overall disk performance. Now, what I'm going to do is, before I defragment, I'm going to go under Space Management and choose a recycler. Now, I'm going to select Drive C because this is the one that is my primary drive. Now, I'm going to go ahead and choose Analyze. What this will do is analyze to see if it's found anything. Now, what it's done here is it shows my drive. It says I can gain 2.57 megabytes, and the recycle bin has just under a megabyte. And temporary files shows that I have 2.54 megabytes. And then it shows you each drive that you have selected up here, and it gives you the overall total. Now, I got it checked up here to check the recycle bin and to check my temporary files. Now, just choose Start. Here, it has discovered that I have free space before, which is 240 gigabytes. The free space I will have after, which is 240.04. Shows you how much free space was recovered. The recycle files that were cleaned, it showed 35. The recycle space recovered was 34.64 kilobytes. And how many temporary files were cleaned, which was 80, totaling a 2.54 megabytes. Now, it wasn't very small because I usually keep this one cleaned out. But this is what a space management does. It looks for anything that's duplicate, temporary folders, temporary files, the recycle bin, and cleaned all that out for you. And now, before you do a defragmentation, be sure you do this first. Now, we can go back to defragmentation. We have all of our analyzing done. And as you can see, it's pretty fragmented. The files are 0.4 and the free space is 3.7. Now, all you have to do is choose Start and let the program continue. Now, this can take some time depending on how bad it is. This one here, I figure it could probably take about an hour, maybe 2. Again, it depends on the computer. and if it has to throttle back or anything. And what I do a lot of the times is when I'm going through this defragmenting process, I'll just leave the computer alone and go do something else. When the program is finished optimizing, now it will bring you up to statistics and it will show you the results. Now, as you can see here, it shows 0% fragmentation. But over here, it shows it's still showing 3.6%. So we still got some little work to do. Now, as you scroll down, it will give you some details and it will show you the before and after for the drive performance. Now, as you can see, it went from 95% to 99.1%. And it shows you the improvement. Here, it shows you the file statistics. It shows you the before, the after, and how much has changed. It'll also do your page file statistics. It will do your metadata statistics. Now, this is all the information that you can provide under properties for different programs and data files. The Mft Statistics. This refers to the directory and stuff used for NTFS drives. It shows your free disk space. Now, it shows you the number of freeze fragments. It shows you the average freeze fragment size. It will show you the largest one that it's found. And what this is the largest continuous block of free space. And it shows you the percent of free space that's fragmented. Now, again, it will show you from earlier, you know, a lot of it has been reduced. Some of these it cannot remove because the system is using it. As you can see here, when you click on the drive map, you can see how much it has changed. Everything now is from one continuous block. You have your boot files, which is in the purplish color. You have your directories, which is the yellow. And then you have all your rarely modified, frequently modified, occasionally modified, and then you have your frequently or recently modified. Now, down all here, you can see how it's all fragmented. Now, this we cannot change or move while the operating system is working. So I'm going to show you how to do a boot defragment. And what this will do will boot up the computer and load Perfect Disk prior to Windows. Now, to do this, you select a drive, which in this case is drive C, and then choose boot time defrag. And what this will do will reboot your computer. And again, it'll tell you that the Perfect Disk cannot take the drive offline because of the system drive. And a lot of this is because Windows locks it to protect itself. Now, we're going to do a defragment on the next restart. And then it'll ask you if you want to restart the computer now. You can do it now, or the next time the computer starts, then the program will run. Well, I'm going to go ahead and choose yes. Now, it will set a timer for 5 minutes, or you can go ahead and choose restart now. Again, here at Perfect Disk 12.5 will begin, and it will start boot time defragmentation pass. Now, it can do all this in one single pass. You don't have to run it several times just to get all the fragmentations out. It can do all the defragmentations, whether it's online or in this case offline, in one single pass. Now, again, it may take some time depending on how bad it is, so just sit back and wait for it to finish. Now, Once it completes, the computer will start up and reset. Once you have your computer restarted, after you completed the boot defragmentation, you can now start up the program. And it will bring up the welcome screen to show you the current status of your system. We'll choose close. Now up here, we'll come through here. It shows you, it just shows zeros and stuff. So let's choose analyze on drive C. Get it highlighted and choose analyze. Now, as you can see, if you click back on the drive map, you can see how everything is one contiguous block. This is how defragmentation works. Now, keep in mind the black sections you cannot move. This has to be done during the boot process. But even then, some of these cannot be moved because of their location requirements. But as you can see, from the before and after, you can see it's made a whole lot of a difference. Now if you click on statistics, it will also show you the same information of used space compared to free space. And it will now show you that your computer drive performance is now up to 100%. And it also shows you all the other stuff that it finds. And it's well below 2%. Now you won't get it completely down to zero because you will, get some fragmentation, and which is okay. I mean, it will improve your performance. You also have your stealth patrol to where you can have it work in the background. You also have your auto optimization, which works when the computer is idle. You can also set your times of the days of the week as to when you want it to work. You can choose scheduling if you want to do the entire system. Don't forget your space management. This is in the Perfect Disk Pro or Professional version to monitor your duplicate files, temporary files, anything that can waste space. You can use this to remove them. You get your Smart, which will monitor your main hard drive. This is the operating system drive, and it monitors, lets you know what's going on, the condition your drive is in. And then you have your dashboard, which is an overall view. Well, I do highly recommend that you at least try the software. If they're not satisfied, Raxco software does have a 30-day money-back guarantee. I highly recommend it. At least try it out. Visit my blog. I will have the links on here with the latest product from Raxco software and promotions they have going. Well, I'm your host, Mr. Fix-It. This has been a presentation by ES Repair. Thank you for watching.